everybody. It's Missy Lane from the Oosterhout Free Library, and I'm here with some stories about one of my very favorite things. And can you guess what it is? Of course, it's apples. This is the time of year we see lots of apples in the stores and farmers markets, and I thought we'd start with a book called The Apple Pie Tree. It's written by Zoe Hall, it's illustrated by Sherry Halpern, and published by Blue Sky Press. And this is how it goes. My sister and I have a tree that grows the best part of an apple pie. Can you guess what that is? I bet you can guess. Of course, it's the apples. Apples, and every year we watch our apple tree grow. In winter, our apple tree is brown and bare. But in spring, leaves grow on every branch. Look, 2 robins are building a nest in our tree. Oh. Springtime, things are starting to grow, including that apple tree. Tiny pink flower buds appear on the branches, and the robins chirp loudly, guarding their eggs. Oh, do you see the little robin eggs in the nest? Little blue eggs. Just when the flower buds open, baby robins break through the eggshells. Oh, looks like they're getting their breakfast. Yum. Now our tree is covered with blossoms, and the baby robins are beginning to grow feathers. Looks like somebody's after those blossoms too, huh? Some bees. Oh, I see a butterfly too. When the breezes blow, the petals fall to the ground. Mama and Papa Robin are teaching their little robins to fly. See them up there in the sky, following their mama and papa? It looks like it's snowing, doesn't it? But it's flower petals coming off the tree. Some days it rains and the wind blows hard, but our apple tree is strong, and the robins are safe in the branches. Where are they? There they are in their nest, waiting for the storm to end. Small green apples grow where the blossoms used to be. Can you see them? Little tiny green apples just starting to grow. Soon it is summer and the apples get bigger and bigger. The little robins have grown up, but they visit every day. They know where their nest is, right? What fun in the summer. The branches bend down low. They are covered now with big red apples. Oh, it looks like somebody's helping himself to some of those apples. Some deer have come. Now it is autumn. The apples are red and ready to be picked. We fill our basket to the brim. Yummy. Mom and Dad help us peel the apples, cut them up, and pile them into a pie shell. Then we sprinkle on some cinnamon and sugar over the top, and Mom puts the pan in the oven. You see what they're making, right? Yummy. A big apple pie. At last, the pie is cooked and ready to be eaten. Our tree has grown an apple pie, and it smells so good. And it tastes delicious. There's nothing as good as an apple pie that you grew yourself. Well, it's nice if you can grow one yourself, but it's nice to buy some apples and make one too, right? Sure. And there we see the apple blossom and the bees going to it, getting the pollen from the flowers. That's the story of the apple pie tree. So the pie didn't really grow on the tree, right? The apples did, and then you take the apples and you make a pie from them. Well, I have some apples here. Now the apples in our story look like big red apples, and behind me I see some red ones, but I also have some green apples, because you know apples come in different colors, right? Some are green, some are red. I've seen some yellow. Some are a little bit of both, right? Red and green, or green and yellow. Anyway, We're going to do a rhyme about 5 green apples. And it goes like this. You can hold up 5 fingers and do it with me if you like. Here we go. There were 5 green apples on a tree near my door, but someone ate one. So now there are, how many left? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 green apples hanging on the tree till someone ate another one. So now there's only 1, 2, 3. Now there are 3 green apples. What should I do? I think I'll eat one. Now there's only 2. There are 2 green apples. Oh, what fun. I think I'll have another one. Now there's only 1. Just 1 green apple. We're almost done. Here, why don't you take it? Oh, now there are none, right? They all got eaten up down to 0. Okay, here's one of my favorite apple stories. It's called Country Bear's Good Neighbor. And it's written by Larry Dane Brimner and illustrated by Ruth Teachin Council. I hope I said her name right. And it is published by Orchard Books. And we see Country Bear looking in his closet, in his little kitchen cabinet. And it's kind of empty in there. So here's the little girl next door waking up, and she says, "Good morning, Country Bear. What's in the bowl?" "Oh, you want to borrow some apples? Why, certainly. That's what good neighbors are for." And it looks like she has a big apple tree in her yard. So she's giving him some apples, like a good neighbor. "Country Bear, have you come back so soon to visit?" Here he comes, but he's got something behind his back. "Oh, you thought you had some sugar, but you can't find a. Well, just a minute, Country Bear. That's what good neighbors are for." And so she fills up his sugar bowl. "Back again, Country Bear? My goodness, here he comes again. Oh, you want an egg?" "Yes, Country Bear, I think I have an egg." There's her last egg. Now she's relaxing, doing some fishing, and here he comes with an empty wheelbarrow. "Now what, Country Bear? Flour and walnuts and cinnamon and butter? Oh, is there anything else?" Look at all this stuff she's giving him. "You know, you're lucky I'm such a good neighbor, Country Bear." His wheelbarrow is full now, isn't it? And she's just about to have a cup of tea, and who's standing at the kitchen door? "Oh, absolutely not. Don't even ask, Country Bear. You have my apples, my sugar, my flour, my walnuts, my cinnamon, my butter, my milk, and my only egg. What could he want now?" "Oh, you made that for me? Oh, why, thank you, Country Bear." So now we see why he wanted all those things, right? He made her an apple cake. So she says, "Come and share it, Country Bear," because that's what good neighbors are for. And now together, she'll make the tea, he made the cake, and they'll have a little picnic. And that's the story of Country Bear and the cake he made for his good neighbor. Okay, I think it's time for a song. And you probably saw I have some apples behind me, and some of the apples have letters on them. And let's just see what letters we have here. We have the letter A, P, P, L, E. I bet you know what that spells. Do you know what that spells? Of course, it spells apple. So we're going to sing a song. And if you know the song about Bingo the dog, there was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, it's like that, only we're not going to sing about Bingo the dog. We're going to sing about apples. And we're going to sing, instead of those words, we're going to sing, there is a fruit that's good to eat, an apple is its name, oh. And then we're going to spell it out, A-P-P-L-E. Now, the next time we sing it, I'm going to flip over the A and you won't see A. So when you don't see a letter, you don't say it. Instead of saying the letter, you will clap your hands. Let's try it, see how it goes, okay? There is a fruit that's good to eat, an apple is its name, oh. A-P-P-L-E, 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 an apple is its name, oh. There is a fruit that's good to eat, an apple is its name, oh. P-P-L-E, 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 an apple is its name, oh. There is a fruit that's good to eat, an apple is its name, oh. P-L-E, 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 an apple is its name, oh. There is a fruit that's good to eat, an apple is its name, oh. L-E, 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 an apple is its name, oh. I hope you clapped there. There is a fruit that's good to eat, an apple is its name, oh. Ready? E, 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 an apple is its name, oh. There is a fruit that's good to eat, an apple is its name, oh. An apple is its name, oh. Did you get that? Even when we lost our letter? Oh, it goes again. That one does not want to stay. All right, we're going to try once more. Hey, stay there. Okay. One more quick story, then I'll show you something you can make too. This is a story about a worm, because you know, worms like apples too. And this is a worm who likes to live in an apple. And his name is Ned, and this is called Ned's New Home by Kevin Sun and published by Tricycle Press. Here's our friend Ned in his apple. Ned loved apple pie, and his favorite color had always been red, so living in an apple was wonderful. Until, the apple started to rot, and the walls turned to mush, and the apple juice rained on him every day. Oh, when apples get old, if you don't eat them, they could turn to mush. And that's what happened in Ned's home. When the bathtub began to float, Ned knew it was time to look for a new home. I guess so. First, he found a pear, and it was about the same size as his old house. But the pear was too wobbly, and Ned just kept tumbling out. Oh dear, that's no good. A watermelon was much sturdier. Wow, that's a big home, isn't it? And it was bigger. It was much too big for little Ned. So next he built a house with blueberries. You think that's going to be a good house? He made it look like the shape of an apple, didn't he? With blueberries. Oh, but when he tried to move in, they all rolled away. So Ned liked yellow almost as much as red, and he was very happy to live in do you know what that little yellow house is? A lemon, right? Yeah, he moved into a lemon until his friends tasted his sour lemon tarts. Lemons are kind of sour. And though a kiwi, have you ever seen a kiwi fruit? They're brown outside, but inside they're bright green, just like Ned. A kiwi fruit was sweet. No one could find him in there. Can you find him? He's the same color as the fruit. I think I see him over here. There's Ned. Oh, but Ned found a bowl of bright red strawberries. And I'm sorry, not strawberries, cherries. And he was planning a new house with those cherries when suddenly he was flying. How does a worm fly? Up, 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 up he went, higher and higher. This was no place for a worm. Oh, that bird grabbed that cherry. Ned jumped from the cherry and gently floated down, landing in a tree filled with big, beautiful, what kind of tree is it? Did you say apples? You're right, apples. Ned had found his perfect new home. The shape, the size, and the color were all just right. And it was delicious. Ned baked an apple pie almost every day for his friends. And he made a disguise to wear with his new friend. What did he disguise himself as? Does he look like a little bird? He's got wings and a beak and a little bird tail. He thinks he can fool the bird. Maybe he can. I hope so. And that's the story. There's the paper he used to cut up his wings and his beak and his tail. I hope so. That's the story of Ned's New Home. And would you like to make a little worm like Ned? Well, we call him, he's an apple worm, but he could be a bookworm too, you know. We like bookworms here. And here's a little bookworm I made. He looks a little bit like Ned. He's green like Ned. And then I got a little, well, decided to make one that's a little more colorful than just green. And I added circles of all different colors, purple, red, yellow, blue, and green. So you could make a little bookworm too. And you could even use them as a bookmark to hold a place in your book or just for fun. And to do it, it's so simple. All you need to do is cut some circles. Now, if you have colored paper, you could cut them right out of colored paper. If you don't, you could do what I did. I just found an old piece of white paper. And what I did before I cut my circles out was I colored a big piece all one color, green and some yellow. And then I found something round to trace. I happen to have this little circle. And I put down traced it because it's easier to color it before you cut it out if you can do that. So either way works. If you want to cut out your circles and then color them, you could do that. But this is how I did it, and then cut out some circles. And then to put it all together, here's a couple extra circles I had. And you can make your bookworm as long and tall as you want. One of them I used 4, one of them I used 5 on this taller guy. So however you want to do it. But the trick to getting them together, take just a strip of any old paper and use that as a base to glue them onto. So you can glue one circle there. Let me get a hold of this. There's one. Glue another one on top. And glue another one as tall as you want to make them. And don't forget to give them a little smiley face. And that's your bookworm. Okay? So, make a bookworm. Oh, also, if you want them to be happy like Ned was in a nice big apple home, you can make an apple. And again, I just took some paper, colored it red because I didn't have red paper, and drew kind of a circle. Apples are sort of a circle shape, not exactly. And added a leaf and a stem, and there it is. And now I got my little bookworm here. I can stick him on there if I want in his new home. So, hope you enjoyed the apple stories and get some good apples to eat, especially this time of year. We'll see you again at Oosterhout Storytime. Bye-bye, everybody.